up, y'all? I'm at Chichen Itza in Mexico. This is my 7th wonder of the world, so I've officially been to all of them. I'm the first gay black man to ever do this, so this is just crazy. I cannot believe I'm here. I
want to travel around the world. Walk with lions and bungee jump off cliffs. Visit 100 countries and 8 wonders of the world. Experience culture and travel on a budget. Well, tune on into Mr. 100 Countries Visited. Man, what's up? This trip right here was just monumental because I was headed to my 100th country on this trip, and also I was completing every wonder of the world, making me the first gay black man to do it. Check it out.
This is like the craziest tour scenes.
Yeah, I waited in line for like 50 minutes. Never happened in Chicago. I was just like, really? Come on now, y'all. What's going on?
TSA was some pure bullshit this morning. Oh gosh. Man, TSA was some pure bullshit this morning. I'm in Chicago. It's super fucking busy today. But it's time to go.
Ain't no better feeling than walking down that aisle, right? It's just always a great feeling. So yeah, that being said, once I walked down that aisle and got on that flight, man, I had to sit in the last row. So my seat couldn't recline. It was just pure back to back. And it was uncomfortable. Plus I had to sit between 2 folks. And I was just kind of annoyed. But anywho, luckily the lady to the left of me was nice enough to let me extend my arm over her to look out the window or whatnot. And, that was me leaving the Windy City. So from the Windy City, it was time to head deep south to another country just south of the U.S., which is none other than Mexico. Mexico is the first country that I ever traveled to internationally back in January of 2013. And my first spot that I ever hit was Cozumel, Mexico, which I really didn't like, but that's a whole nother video. So, that being said, my next stop was Tulum, baby, Tulum. Initially, when booking this trip, I was going to head up like Cancun to get to my final wonder of the world. But I wanted to check out Tulum because you hear so much stuff about it. So that being said, once I flew in, landed, went through immigration, and went to baggage claim. Man, this was one of the worst package claim processes that I ever went through. Again, like TSA in Chicago, it took about like 50 minutes for me to get my bag. I missed my initial bus. I missed 2 buses in this process, and I had to wait for a third. That being said, yes, it was just a ton of security in here, K9s up in here, you name it. I guess because, due to like drug trafficking and so forth. So again, they got to do their job. I get it, but me as a customer, I was annoyed.
So here I am in Tulum, Mexico, and to put it very lightly, this is one of the shittiest airport experiences I've ever had. Oh my gosh. So I got here about, 2 hours at this point. I'm still here. I'm on the bus pretty much, waiting to go to Tulum. So we're here at about like 1 o'clock. It's going on 3 o'clock right now. Get down, smooth sailing through immigration. Took me about like 10 minutes. Get to baggage claim. Baggage claim carousel number 5. Waiting there for about 45 minutes for my luggage. So then that comes, I have a 2 o'clock bus. And then of course, guess what? I missed it because of the carousel. So Get to the bus. Rightfully so, nobody speaks English or whatnot. So then I asked the bus driver, I was like, when is the next bus? He steadily pointed at my time of 2 o'clock, the bus that I missed. I knew that the next bus was like 2:40. Instead of him telling me to go back into the facility to change my ticket, he just let me stand by the bus to wait for another bus, respectively, that I was going to get on the wrong bus. So then, we were supposed to pull out at 2:40. It's 2:55. I'm over this place. Over this place. This is one of the worst airport experiences I've ever had. I'm hoping that the city is not a tone setter, or I'm hoping that the airport is not a tone setter for the city. But typically that's what it is. So I guess we will see. But this has been a horrible experience.
Yeah, brother was a little steam, as y'all can see. So I had to breathe in, breathe out. 1, 2, 3. Woosah, Lucci. Woosah. And it worked. So, yep, once I left that airport and adjusted to the bus, a brother was en route to the inner city of Tulum. And I was excited, man. And, Tulum is just rich in culture. They got some good food spots, so I've seen online. It's an artsy type of place. And overall, culturally, it just seems like a place that you wanted to hang out in. So once I reached Tulum, and Tulum's in the city, I decided that I wanted to walk around and, just get a good feel of it, like by walking. When walking around, I had to think about it. I had to look at myself and my phone's mirror. And I'm like, you know what, brother, you looking rough. You ain't had no haircut. You know what time it was? It was time for a haircut. So a brother looked for a barber shop, and at this point, the barbershop was like about, a 5-minute walk away from me. It looked like the barbers did good on fades. So I was just hoping that they was going to hook a brother up. So that was my next mission. Yes. The barber hooked me up, man. Cost like $25. The fade was great. You got to sip a beer while up in there. And then he also gave me a facial massage. Man, I was feeling brand new, feeling refreshed. Did me just right. So, yep, my next mission after the barbershop was to walk to my hotel. I stayed at the Element Hotel. Man, this hotel was nice. It got the job done. It was like about a 25-minute bike ride from the sea. And guess what? They let you rent bikes up in this joint. So this is a good overview of it. This was the pool area. I had a 1-bedroom suite. So you about to see that. Check it out.
Horrible at this stuff, but y'all get it. It's the pool.
Yep, so once checking into my room, I must have laid down for about like 30 minutes just to reset my brain, just to relax and realign. And then after that, I took that receptionist up on her offer and rented a bike. And I GPS'd where the ocean was because I wanted to get in that general area because I wanted to check out this museum that I had seen online in Tulum. So, check it out, y'all. Yep, so the spot that I wanted to go to was Sphere Arcade Tulum. And this spot is pretty much an artsy museum comprised of like visual artists bringing their art and life form via nature. So I thought that was pretty cool. And you know, this is exactly how it looked online, by the way. So just seeing it in person was like, damn, this is real cool. You got to take your shoes off once you hit the door, and it costs about like $15 to get up in here. So I had in mind to do a photo shoot. I wanted to be a little shirtless, though I figured out the hard way that you can't be. But hey, I got my shot just in time. So that being said, check it out, y'all. Yeah. So once I got done with the museum, I biked back to my room, showered up a little bit because the brother was sweaty from the heat. And I found this restaurant called La Jolla Verde, which was an authentic Mexican restaurant. I had a few drinks here. The food was too good. That's how you know it's good, because it ain't gonna be no photos. A brother couldn't do nothing but munch and crunch. So yep, I pretty much ended my night here because man, I had an early morning and I could not miss this next day. Man, this next day was absolutely monumental for me. I was smiling ear to ear. Why? Because a brother was waking up to head to his final wonder of the world. That's right, baby. So we going from, hopefully I don't bloop with this one, but Petra, Colosseum, Taj Mahal, Great Wall of China, Pyramids of Giza, where else? See, I'm always glitching. Christ the Redeemer, Machu Picchu, and am I forgetting one? Jeez, see, I always do this. Good gosh. I believe I got them all, right? Because I said Petra. Yeah. If I did, hey, just look it up. Anywho, look at me, I'm rambling. But anywho, I was headed to the bus station at this point, and I was headed to catch my bus, which was about 2.5 hours away from Chichen Itza. I was really excited. Here we go. Happy Pride, everybody. You know, I'm a gay black male, proud gay black male, and some mind-bending shit is about to happen for black people and gay people today, and both. So, man, I'm about to go to my seventh wonder of the world. To my knowledge, I've done a lot of research about it. I'm the first black person, let alone gay person, let alone gay and black person to ever do it. So, man, I'm just so thankful. It's just crazy. I'm on my way to Chichen Itza. Chichen Itza is the last one that I have to reach. There are 7. So you got the Colosseum, you got the pyramids in Giza, you have the Taj Mahal, you got the Great Wall of China, you got Machu Picchu. Then I always do this. I always forget the 6. Damn, I had to pause the video to think about it. Christ the Redeemer in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. How could I ever forget? It's like, I mean, all of them are beautiful, but that one is just majestic. But anyway, I'm going to Chichen Itza. Chichen Itza is my last one. And man, it's just a crazy feeling. I cannot believe I've done all of this. I always talk about my life, things that I've been through, and man, you know, go through life and then you gotta live it, right? So let's get it. Oh yeah, I made it to Chichen Itza. The bus ride was real smooth, and this was the area to go and check in. So, yep, you're about to see my final wonder of the world, y'all. Man, all I could do right at this moment was smile and think about my life and think about all my travels, because you gotta think at this point to get to all the wonders of the world. Man, I've literally been around the world at this point. So, yeah, man, I was just so grateful.
Chichen Itza is an ancient Mayan city located in the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the new 7 wonders of the world. The city boasts impressive stone structures, including the iconic Pyramid of Kukulcane, which serves as a kind of 3-dimensional calendar.
Chichen Itza was a major center of Mayan civilization for centuries, and its ruins offer a glimpse into their rich culture, architecture, and astronomical knowledge.
Chichen Itza was a large pre-Columbian city built for the Mayan people.
El Castillo, also known as the Temple of Kukulcán, is a Mesoamerican step pyramid that dominates the center of the Chichen Itza archaeological site in the Mexican state of Yucatan.
Oh my God. Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm at Chichen Itza in Mexico. This is my 7th wonder of the world, so I've officially been to all of them. I'm the first gay black man to ever do this, so this is just crazy. I cannot believe I'm here. I cannot believe it's been done, but it's been done, and it's Pride Month, baby. So yeah.
Man, what an awesome moment this was in life for me. Like, my gosh, I completed every wonder of the world, y'all. I don't think y'all probably understand how big that is, but man, that's just an awesome feeling. Just knowing that everyone is complete. My gosh. So, just knowing that you're in the atmosphere of something that was built in the 8th century too, like, that's just wild. And these people took, it was built for what, like 4 centuries, between the 8th and 12th century. A lot of this was built in the Mayan civilization. So it's just like, wow. It's just letting you know, like I always say, how short life is and how we got to live it. So that being said, you used to be able to climb the castle. However, tourists get to acting crazy and doing all outlandish stuff. So now they have it roped off, as you can see. So continue watching, y'all. Yep, so a brother hung around for about a good 2 hours or so and, just took everything all in, cried, laughed, just, thought about my past and reflected in life. And then, of course, you already know, it was time to go. So our brother was headed back to Tulum once he left Chichen Itza. And to be honest, it's my least favorite. No shade, no pun. But, check it out, y'all.
It's amazing fucking day. Amazing fucking day for me. Amazing day. I cannot believe it, but I did it, bitch. So I'm back in Tulum. I'm just getting started with my bus rides. I got some more countries coming, baby. So yeah, man.
That's right, y'all. Man, every wonder of the world completed. But if you recall at the top of this video, Lucci had mentioned to y'all another task was to be done, and that was to visit 100 countries. And currently at this moment, I would believe I was at 94. So I had a little work to do. I had to go all the way through Central America. I stopped at this vegan restaurant, and they had a fire vegan burger. One of the best I've ever had. However, once I got done at this restaurant, man, it was time to catch a 4-hour bus ride deep down into the depths of Mexico. Damn near, well, not damn near, it was near the Belize border. That being said, I just want to make mention, this was the weekend before the presidential election, and the presidential election was on that Monday, so you cannot drink in all of Mexico. So I done had nothing to drink. I couldn't really celebrate. I was like, damn. Anywho, back to this 4-hour bus ride. So it dropped me off in the township. Here it is, called Bacalar. And my gosh, this night was pure hell, little did I know. So I had this ideology that I was just going to, camp out in a bus station overnight, because my layover was about like 6 hours when the bus ride got done from Tulum. However, little did I know, there was no bus station here at all. It was just a bus stop to pick me up. And I looked for hotels, I looked for hostel accommodations. Guess what, y'all? It was not none. So a brother was outside all night getting bit up by these damn mosquitoes. It was dogs out there. And you already know, Lucci do not like dogs. What? It was crazy as hell. This was one of my craziest travel nights. So, to make matters even crazier, right? I got used to it, got acclimated after a while. I'm like, fuck it, I got to deal with this. So, I sat in the middle of this park. I got to watching battle rap videos. Shout out to Couture and Queen of the Ring. My gosh. So, that's exactly what I was watching. 5 o'clock come around, and I'm seeing this big bird or whatnot. And I'm like, damn, that bird is pretty big. And then, I'm back to Couture. She, throwing her jabs or whatnot. Then I'm like, you know what? This big bird is getting closer and closer to me, not really paying attention. Finally, I broke tunnel vision. And what? I looked up. This big ass bird is a bat. Y'all, I was like, oh my gosh. So I got the running, screaming. Yeah, crazy night.
This was a fucked up night.
I couldn't have came up with an appropriate term myself. And then to make matters worse, the shuttle was an hour late. So it was like, damn, never ended. Them bugs tore a hole in my ass. That being said, it was all said and done. I was never so happy to get on a bus in my life. And I continued to head south to my 95th country, y'all. That's right, Belize. I noticed that the military was deep, and I can only think of one thing: the cartel. Lucci don't want no smoke. That being said, thank y'all for watching. Peace out.